Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning.
The Angels
in the American
beat the
League
Yankees.
wildcard game, the Angels combined for 4 total home runs as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx, stamping.
Accidents out on the highway to somewhere they tell us about when we're young. Rescuers working to clean up
Darvish, Hendricks,
before she can see what they've done.
Quintana, Lester.
Nobody told her she'd lose in the first round. The last fight was fixed from the start. Names on her sidewalks, they move through her body like razors. They cut through her heart.
Kind of nervous. Don't get like this a lot. I've hit Darvish pretty well in games, so I guess we'll kind of see how it goes. Alright, and it's playoff time, guys. Now the games count. Also, my stress level goes up.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next.
14-1. Hate this team. I don't want to lose to the Cubs.
Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
This series is personal. It's always personal with this team. NL Central champs.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Mark,
And the
what's your
first
take on
season I
one
swept
of the
them.
best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days.
That actually would be pretty dope.
It had to be win day.
But let's talk
When
about,
to drive to the yard, you
for
tell
those
yourself,
that just
"Don't
popped
feel
in,
bad about it."
reminder,
Just get
this is what happened in the first
all
one.
the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute.
Let's talk about how we got to this game.
Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture one or two
The
runs
Mets
early.
and Nats tied, and they had the same record as the Rockies and Dodgers. The Nets and Nats play first for the division. The Mets win. The Nats play
The St. Louis
the
Cardinals
Dodgers,
attack you on
so I guess the
defense
Rockies
this
won the
match.
coin toss.
And let's focus on
The Nets beat the Nats beat the Dodgers. Then the Nats play the Rockies. They beat the Rockies, so then the Nats basically went 2-1. They lose the division game, the game for the division. They beat the Dodgers and they beat the Rockies to get into the wild card game, and then lost to the Cubs.
Leading off for the Cubs, second baseman.
Crazy.
Javier Vine.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
I have it on broadcast. Normally I have it on hybrid, and I change it to broadcast. I may end up changing it back to hybrid. That might take too long.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
But I wanted to give you guys the postseason feel.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Because in between pitches, I'm still thinking about what I'm doing.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man.
The one problem that I would have in this series if we get to later in the rotation, Lester, Smiley, Quintana, what do I do with my lefties?
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind
specifically.
the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
All right.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
First pitch of the at-bat. A breaking ball taken at the
Usually on the
knees for
first at-bat, he
strike 1.
takes the first pitch, so I can get away with throwing something up there.
I see where this
Don't
guy's
get stupid,
going, right?
but
He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be
got
shocked
every now and
if
then
this
it gets
hitter's
him.
sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Hard hit ball to second. There's Cano. Throw on to Carpenter gets him, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Nothing
All right,
for the
good job,
Cubs to
Weaver.
start.
Let's go.
Cards coming up next. You're dialed into MLB
got to be
Network.
dialed in at the plate, have good at-bats.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat, but one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not
Which means
necessarily
Stanley
saying
and
stolen
that
bases.
other dude got to
Just
get on
being
base.
aggressive on the base pass. Put the defense on their heels.
Need
Take
Stanley to
the
get on
extra
base and
maybe that's set
Turner to
first
get on
to
base
home.
if they don't.
That's what I'm hoping to see.
Make it harder on the middle of the order.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Riding into the box, Tim Stanley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder.
First pitch on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Thanks for the follow, Danzy. Welcome to postseason action. Winding down for MLB 19. Well, now the games count.
Here's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself
Not gonna lie, I may have to
0-2
turn it back to
scratching your
hybrid.
head
It's taking
because
forever.
every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
Here's Darvish on 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, can't get on first base if you strike out.
I'll be here all night.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. As he'll take a look at ball
I mean,
1.
I'll still get some stuff with hybrid, which is fine. I just don't want to be stuck, you know, having games last 2 hours because of it.
1 out, nobody on.
I don't know where the wind's blowing either. Is it blowing at all?
Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
On a little bit. Out to the left. It's good for Jed and Paul. Also good for Brian and Baez.
Darvish delivers the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Goldie couldn't help but win MVP. He had, I think he still ended up with 40 home runs or 38 home runs, but he had like 145, 46 RBIs, and he batted 363. Can't argue with that.
A 1-out walk here in the home first.
And that's the beauty of having a guy in the 2-hole like him. He's almost like another leadoff hitter, working a walk with just 1 out. And I think there's a good chance that he's going to be on the move at some point.
Stepping in, Matt Carpenter, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch out. Nothing doing.
I mean, I'll take the pitch out. It's going to help Matt get ahead in the count the easy way.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside? Or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out.
First postseason hit.
Hey, you know what? You can slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half. He was able to dive out there and get an opposite field. Nice job.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. No balls and 1 strike.
Not a bad regular season at all. 293, 40 plus, 110. I'll take it.
And that one just missed outside. Missed with a slider.
Boy, he better
What helps
get it
me is
back
I won't
together
have to
here
face
quick
Lester
because
2
he's got
times
2
in the
guys
series.
already.
He should
He's
start
starting
at
to
game
lose
3,
location
and then
of
after that
strike
he's
zone.
done.
He's got to throw a strike right here.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Turner over at second. Carpenter at first. 1 gone. Short, hit hard. Played on the backhand. Oh, but it's a wide throw to second, and they can't get the out. And this is coming far too late. He's in there at third. You Brian get count.
Nice break to start, and runners advance, so second and third.
Good looking swing right there for the base knock.
Coming to the plate now, Marcell Ozuna. And a great chance here for the Cardinals to add on in just the first inning.
Base hit scores too, and we get nice
First offering on its way.
commanding lead to start the game.
That just tails out of the
Oh, what
zone.
up, Remy?
It's ball one.
Thanks for the good look.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first two
Remy
outs
and Chad, and
pretty
good
quick.
things happen.
Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4
Why
hole hitter in the
am I
face
not surprised?
with a runner in scoring position.
Now the 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Runners are at second and third with
I'm
one
like 4-0.
down. Line drive to center field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third.
Sack fly, 2-0.
And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit
Yep,
pretty
I'm back.
low and hard, so
We're back in the
it wasn't a
playoffs.
given they were going to send it, but they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Here's Jed Jerko now. Runner in scoring position with 2 guys.
After I had to suffer with that shitty lineup in the last game of the season, I sat all of my starters and only used the call-ups.
Here's the first pitch. First pitch here
The ugliest baseball game that I've
1-0.
ever played. It was so ridiculous. So ridiculous.
Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
Men on third with 2 down. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
So, the wild cards was interesting. At the end of the season, the Cubs finished a game ahead of 4 teams. The Nats and Mets tied. The Dodgers and Rockies also tied. The Nats played the Mets in a tiebreaker game. The Mets won, so the Mets won the division. They go travel to play the Giants. So the Nats lost. Then the Nats played the Dodgers. The Rockies won the coin toss. Nats beat the Dodgers. Then the Nats traveled to Colorado to play the Rockies. They beat the Rockies. They entered a wild card game against the Cubs and lost. So freaking crazy.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this
The
game.
Nats would have been the team to play because their pitching staff would have been tired. You know, if you play 3 games in a row, you get a day off, you play the wild card, get the day off. Like, that, I've never seen something like that happen before, so that's pretty cool.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, I don't mind that
All
batter
that
taking
work
that strike right there. He's walked a
just
couple
to
people
lose
early in
to the
this
Cubs.
game. Got to find out if he
And
can
here we
find
are
his
against
own.
these
If he wants to
Bucks.
walk them all in, we'll take it.
Fully healthy.
Line hard toward right center. Base hit, and that'll get
Let's
a
go,
run in.
Yachty, let's go. It's postseason time. This is the real.
Come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
Not too many guys in the game can get on top of a high fastball the way he did right there. That's usually kryptonite for most hitters in the league.
Here's Robbie Cano now. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this.
And obviously, this is the last game of the night.
Really fire up that dugout.
"25 pitches. When you're
Comes
close.
set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
This
To
is
me, it looks
postseason
like he just
Darvish.
doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like
There
he's
we go.
fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
27th pitch already. Locked in at the plate.
2 balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not
You
going
can
his
walk,
way, and
walk him. I
he's
don't
thinking
care.
more about
You'll be
that than
30
the
plus
task at
going
hand.
and leaving the
Right now,
first
he
inning.
needs to
I think
think
that's a
about this
win
hitter.
for me. And taking 3 runs minimum with me.
The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Good pitch. Man, a home run here would just be gold.
Now the 2-1 pitch. This is pulled into right. But a little unlucky there as it's hit right
Give
through him
52.
in right field for the final out of the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 Cub error, and 2 men left stranded. It's on to inning number 2 now at St. Louis. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Cubs nothing. Leading off the inning, Kyle Schwarber.
And we're going to have to keep scoring because it's the Cubs. We know they have the bats. I like my pitching, but it's still the Cubs.
But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's a
great start.
To start the second, but that misses. It's a ball and no strikes.
The shift.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Oh, man. He just tied him up in knots right there.
Wouldn't it be funny if Yachty batted like 300 in the postseason?
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
And the 2-1. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Bad pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Schwarber might chase something because he's a
Right again, 3-2.
he's a swinger.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first down.
Shift pays off. Would not be surprised. I mean, I don't care what people have to do. I don't care who does it. At the end of the day, we want W's.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out.
Don't really want to pitch him away.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Don't want to pitch to him at all.
Popped up. Under it is Carpenter, and that's out number 2.
Ian Happ up next, so Gregorius.
And with 2 away now,
And there's a playoff tree, so the Giants are already up 1-0. The Angels beat the Yankees in a wild card game, so Angels, Red Sox, Indians, Mariners. Mike Trout celebrating that big money.
The young catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Concentrating so hard right now. I would say I'm a little more serious. I want to have a good showing. I'm disappointed in how season 1 ended, so
You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Lofted in the air out
6
toward
up,
right
6
center.
down.
Stanley moves
Flawless
over,
2.
and
Job
that
Luke.
retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still down 3-0.
I'm not gonna lie, I think this song is on my top 10.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Luke Weaver, set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on.
I
try to
have.
build that
I'll
lead as much
probably
as they
look
can
more
when we
into
get
it
to the
later
later
on,
innings.
but I've definitely
Set, here it comes.
aware and have seen some of the stuff on it.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Okay. Keep that bat alive. Help me. Help me.
Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball
I'm a
is
little bit
carried.
nervous
That
too.
just
a
wasn't
little
a good
bit.
enough pitch to hit.
Ready on 1-2. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And a good bite to that
Five
slider
pitch
as
at bat,
he
though. That's a
swings
win.
through it for the first out of the inning.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Now at the plate, Tim Stanley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
I have not lost
One
a
out,
Darvish yet
nobody
this
on.
franchise. 'Cause obviously, with him being an American League, I don't face him that much. I don't think I faced him at all until this year's game.
A high
And
strike
every
there,
time
and
I
it's
faced him,
1-1.
I have beaten the just human out of him.
The 1-1. Waves
Just
and
beat him
misses
back
for
to his
strike
atomic
number 2.
level. Base for him.
Swinging a soft liner.
Drop.
That
All
gets
right, there
down
we go,
and
another
he's
hit.
got himself a base hit.
That's the name of the game right there, boys. Get on base any way possible. They're not all going to be beauties, but that one falls in front of the left fielder for a base hit.
Digging in, Trey Turner. No official at-bat for him, but he
He
has
got
scored
walked
a run
earlier.
in this one.
I think he was the one that scored on the error. Hey, I'm gonna try to steal second.
As a look, now the pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's
Gonna wait
ball
until
1.
there are 3 pitches in this at bat though.
Stanley, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Unless it's a 1-2 count. If it's a 1-2 count, then I'll hold off. Guess we'll see what he does on this pitch. If it's a ball,
And
I
they
don't think
pitch
I
out
would
here,
definitely
but
steal him.
nothing's
I'll take a
happened. Ball
pitch.
2.
And then 2-1, I feel like I'll see something good. Or he can walk. And if he walks, and then you just have 2 on for count. Best case scenario.
Two and 1 the count to Trey Turner.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Now the 2-1. There we go. Pitch inside the throw.
Take.
Not it in time. He's in there at second. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. One out and a runner on second base.
I thought that was going to be a cutter. Dude's pushing 50 pitches already, though. That's good for me. The earlier I can get into this bullpen, the better. Damn. If I could have success against them early. Start to tire out the pen for this series.
Riding forward now, Matt Carpenter. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
All right, Matty.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Hayward has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for the Cardinals, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys.
The luxury of having a guy at bat 7.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound.
28 home runs on the brand I have Cano. But Cano could bat higher in the order if I chose to put him there.
Here comes the first pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Unfortunately.
Swing and a miss at a ball down.
You want to go pick up the ball, Ian? Ian. Yeah. No? Okay.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
I'd rather have Didi on this team than somehow Bryce or Machado. I think I would cry.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing.
Up and
You
in.
do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Well, that's what the intent was, but yeah. Darvish.
Into the box, Yu Darvish. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Someone else saw the stats right.
Lifted in the air out towards
Someone else saw
center.
those stats right.
After it is Turner. He makes the
Batting
play.
800.
Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
I'm like, I'm about to bury Bonji, dude.
Seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like
Clearly that's a misprint, but yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business.
Well, you got like 818, 2 home runs, 68 RBIs, and wait, what the hell? Are you Otani?
Yeah, that remains to be
Fused
seen.
with roided bronze?
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will
That
wind
is
up a
so
foul
crazy.
ball. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'll have to sit back. My bad.
The wind up
That one's on
and
me.
the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column.
Showing everything off. I hate when teams do this. Players do this.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Cubs are down in order. They trail in this one 3-0.
3-0. 9 up, 9 down to start the game. Can't ask for anything better. Cut the game out by 3 innings.
As we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Yo, Jax, what's up, dude? Why are you still up? It's almost, well, for me it's midnight. I'm not sure what time it is for you. Like, I thought you'd be asleep by now. Gotta rush your vocals after Warzone, dude.
First pitch coming, here it is. Up around the face.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Dang, I know, like, you have to, after your shows, like, you have to be like, okay, I'm gonna go drink, like, a gallon of water and just sit here. Like, your voice must be, like, done. 2-0 count for Judd, or for Paul.
Count. The pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Almost 2. It's not too bad. I don't know what time the baseball game is, because I think it's at 5.
Bouncer to the left
Bryant,
side.
that's not.
Bryant is up with it, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gun.
The left fielder, number 23.
Kentucky plays at 4 my time.
Now at the plate, Marcelo Zuna hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat.
They play at 2:30. No, I'll probably stay up and watch. It's not hard, man.
He's set, and the pitch. Hit hard to short. Gregorius is there. And very quickly they're 2 gone to start the
Alright,
inning.
Darvish is starting to settle in now. I was kind of afraid of this. This is why we had to get off to a good start.
So coming to the plate, Jet Jerko. He threw a walk his first
Central
time.
time zone. Come on.
And now pitch on the way. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
I guess the game
Yeah,
plan
because
from
by the time I
offensive
finish this game,
standpoint
I assume
coming
it'll be
into
1
this one
o'clock.
was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient
And then
at
I'm
the
just
plate in
gonna
the early
probably
goings
do
of
some
this game,
off-stream
and they've
stuff.
got the lead looking for more.
And just try to stay up till 2:30 so I can watch the baseball game. Like the start of it, and then I'll pass out.
Down and away, ball 1.
And then I'll get up and go to the gym and all that fun stuff. $53 pitches.
Popped him up. Bryant has a play. And the inning is over.
Alright, top of the order going to the 4th inning.
1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They lead it 3-0.
Energy zapping. Yeah, because I just like... I don't know how you do it, dude. I honestly don't know how you do it.
Back to the top of the lineup.
I think while I'm watching,
For their first base runner in
it's like, man, this dude is like, he's got to be dying over
Yet to
there.
figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
Like, if you don't get IV, like, you gotta have, or if you don't, if you're not drinking water constantly, I feel like you just have an IV just running through your throat to keep it from getting dry. It's good stuff, though, man.
on its way.
I'm assuming, I didn't catch the beginning of the stream, but I'm assuming you haven't heard back from Twitch yet on you know what.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Please don't mess with this pitch.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
0-2 in the dirt. Listen, this team's a very free-swinging team, so he's just going to go ahead and try to keep bouncing. If they're going to swing at him, he's going to keep throwing him.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout. And there's 1 away.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of
I'm
this
loving
game.
this. Bells are
I think his
tolling a lot
ability
for the
to
Cub
change
batters
speeds
this game.
effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Standing in
Went
now,
away, or I'm
Jason
sorry,
Hayward.
inside a lot, so
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball,
curveball
1-0.
does something a
Comes
little
into
bit
this
different to him.
at-bat 0 for
Keep him
1
off
in the
balance.
ballgame.
Hayward hits me well, so I have to be careful. That's the thing about the Cubs.
Now there's a swing by Hayward as he mashes this ball out to deep right field. And nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball.
The middle of the lineup is going to hit against anyone. Rizzo, Schwarber, and Bryant. It's the other guys that are the problem.
Oh, he wanted that
The
one, but he
Haywards,
misses
the
for ball
Hobbies, the
3.
Haps.
3-ball count right now.
They hit
This
me
looks like
too,
the best chance of
so
getting
it
a
creates a
base runner
problem.
on so far.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Can't argue that one. That's a strike.
The 3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses.
Thought the digital looks nice.
They haven't been able to register a hit
Off
against
the
this
PlayStation
guy,
Store, I'm
but at
guessing,
least they have a
so you can
base runner
preload.
here. We'll see if that leads to something.
The next hub up, Anthony Rizzo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
I threw a curveball to start. I think I threw a changeup away. No. Curveball to start, changer in.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Hayward leads off first with 1 away. 1-1 the count. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Rizzo, dude. What's up with you with that right now? Double play.
On the ground. To second for 1. On to Carpenter.
Yes.
It's a double play, and that ends the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this.
Schwarber, Bryant, Contreras.
Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off.
Yadi with an RBI single earlier in the game. Always nice to see Yadi come through with hits because I struggle with him so much.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
It baffles me why they didn't do it earlier. Because when you think about it, like, you do all that work to get something good, and then you get a dupe of someone that you have. Like, I've heard some people talk about it on stream after they got the same player 5-6 times.
Two balls and a strike to the St.
Because I was watching West Coast, he sold his entire inventory over the weekend just to buy a bunch of packs to see what he would get. And because obviously he's not going to play 18 anymore. And then the Diamonds,
on deck, the lefty Robinson Cano.
Got the same player 3 times just that night. But one guy he got 6 times before that. Like, that sucks. You get excited to get a diamond, then it's that guy again.
3-1. And that misses for ball 4. The leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter.
All right, Yadi, I see you, dude. 1 for 1. Single, RBI single, and then get walk in the next at bat.
And a chance to make some early noise.
At the plate, Robinson Cano hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
It's only a little after 12.
From the stretch.
Then again, I did start this game like I feel like I've been playing this game
Hey,
forever.
I don't care what league you're in, American, National, if you're playing on Mars. If you get a heater down the middle of the plate as an 8-hole hitter, you better be swinging the bat.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. A bullet to first base. And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play. So in now is the Cardinals pitcher. Luke Weaver was a strikeout victim in his first.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Pretty much how I feel about that. But pretty sure that's how Yadi felt
Here
too.
it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
And I can't
Hey, you
believe
think
that
back to the
happened.
early innings right there, you thought this guy would have been hitting his
There was
showers.
nothing I could do.
A
It
credit
was like
to
literally
him.
the perfect
He's been
spot
able
for
to
that to
regroup,
happen.
find his mechanics, and find a way to
Yo,
stay in this
LeBron,
game.
what up, dude? Playoff baseball. Shep, so excited. So excited. On release day, I'll have a long stream, and then also I'm going to be giving away 2 digital copies of the game, too. And the sad thing is, I'm not even upset about that so much because it happens. I'm more upset about the pitch count. But if that ball's a little bit higher and, you know, curves, you know, towards the line, Yachty goes to third. That's a double. And it's a totally different inning. But it's baseball, a couple inches. That's what it is. Shep, thanks for the follow.
Redbirds down quietly, but they lead it 3-0.
So LeBron, Shep, if you guys weren't here, I'll tell you how we got to this. At the end of the season, Nats and Mets were tied with the Rockies and the Dodgers. So the Giants already clinched the NLDS. All 4 of those teams were tied with the same record. So at the end of the season, the Nats played the Mets. The Mets won. So the Mets win the East, and the Giants, you know, remain tied in the wild card. Or, you know, in the wild card hunt. So then the Nats played the Dodgers. The Nats beat them. And then the Nats played the Rockies for the second wild card spot. The Nats beat them. So then the wild card game, you have the Cubs and the Nats. And the Cubs won. Like, I feel bad for that Nat Washington rotation. Like, you just don't expect that to happen. It's like so many games just to get that wild card spot, but you did it. But then again, you don't see that many teams tied like that either, so I thought that was pretty cool.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
3-0 now.
I don't want to put him on.
3-0 pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Also don't want to give up a home run. I'll have to tread carefully here.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks some offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that.
All right, well, no hitters off the table.
See if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up. And
that's not a home run, so if we're going to give up a hit.
Hey, it's not
still,
always
we didn't want
about
to double
filling up
either,
the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. His first homer so far in the series, and the Cubs have made this a 3-2 ball game. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
And just like that, we got a ball game.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Luke, you need to get your shit together, dude.
Drilled right back up the middle. Beautiful diving stop. Not in time. Impressive play. Can't
Oh,
quite
that's
get
not
her
what I
around
wanted.
the
I wanted to
potential
go
tying
away,
run as
but
a
the cutter
board.
didn't break out like I
Hey,
wanted it
that's a
to. I
heck
was
of a
trying to
job
have
by
it
the
break out the
shortstop
zone,
right
but I
there. For
missed.
him to range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose.
Not a good sign. 3 straight hits.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Not by a strike to start up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I'm gonna need a double play here.
Contreras on at first, nobody out. Tapper up the line. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now.
Boy, there aren't many times, D-Row, that you're going to get an infield single that's fielded by the catcher. A la, that was a worm burner, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy right there. That's just flat out.
So he
great
missed.
hustle, 'cause that's a tough play for the
Trying to
catcher right
transfer the
there.
ball and had to try it. Had to do it
He gave him
twice.
that throwing lane to first base, but that guy was picking him up and putting him down.
When you get to first base, do you even look into your dugout? Or the guys laughing at you for hitting one that short?
100%. They're laughing hysterically. You know what? You take out the cheese.
Now batting, shortstop, Gregorius.
That was risky. That was risky.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw is in time, and they're able to
Thanks for the follow, Shaggy.
And the Cubs 2.
That's probably not going to happen in MLB 19, because MLB 19, that's just going to be you go to first. It's not going to go out that far.
Stanley, he'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have that. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much just disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Okay, let's do 4, and then they put up 4 hits in the 5th.
First pitch of the at-bat, and that one just missed outside.
Kind of sucks, because I was thinking if we could have kept a 3-0 lead, that we'd get to Darvish in the 6th, hopefully, and then they'd have to pull him and go to the pin. But
here's the 1-0.
yeah, at the end of the day, we got to win the game. Who cares how? We just got to find a way to win. It's the only stat that matters right now.
2-0 count, and the pitch too high, and it's 3-0.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
Here it is on 3-0. 3-0 fastball's in for a strike.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Not scared of Darvish. So what do we get on a 3-1 count?
Line towards center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Center fielder, Trey Turner.
Now to the plate, Trey Turner. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Right on it.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Turner is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has a potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense. to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Pretty much 30 pitches in the first inning, and we just been.
1-2.
We had a run in the. We had another chance to do something. I think we had runners on the corners, and Cano struck out.
The 1-2.
Correct. No, he didn't strike out. He hit a line drive to Hayward.
Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's Matt Carpenter as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball
Single,
one.
flew out
A
to
hit
right.
and 2 tries for him so far.
Come
I
on,
think
Matty.
he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Popped him up.
And then the top of the lineup for them. Kind of dangerous.
And Gregorius will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're up 3-2. Here's Javier Baez. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes.
Don't want to, but
First pitch of the at-bat.
it's got to be you, Brett.
Ball 1.
Come on, Weaver. I need you to get through this inning clean, bud. Just get me through this inning,
Look
and
into
we'll figure it
Molina,
out from
now
there.
the 1-1. Seared down the first baseline. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Thanks for the follow, Jump.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand after blowing the fastball by him, he would speed his bat up with off speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late, right on time with the off-speed pitch next. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now here's Mike Scioscia making his way out toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying
Thanks for
run
the
at
bits.
first. Brett Cecil takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 27, Brett Cecil.
Scared.
Here's Jason Hayward now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Cecil has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen.
Yeah,
Part of what
home run
makes
right
him
now would
as
be pretty
effective as
bad
he is.
because we haven't really done anything offensively. And we're still going to see Darvish a little bit longer.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Gotta be careful of the pitch dropping out to center.
On the ground up the middle. DeYoung's got it. Cano for
Yes,
1.
let's go.
On to first. So
Thanks
he
for the
comes
bits.
right out of the bullpen and
10
gets the
bits.
double play.
They
20
played the
bits.
matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Man, that's a huge one, and I don't trust. I'm not really confident in Brett Cecil pitching either.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 2 for him to this
Oh
point.
shit, that's more. 100 bits, damn. Thanks. So hopefully then that means that we'll get this guy out. Don't give up a home run. You know, the jump from 10 to 100 means something pretty significant is going to happen. So I hope it's not a
They
home
want to
run.
see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Hard hit ball to short. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. Nothing happened there for the Cubbies. Still a 3-2 ball game.
Holy crap. That's a lot of bits. 420 bits total, that's funny.
So that brings in the power hitting
I'm sure my
infielder.
roommate would appreciate that. I know, right? Jeez. Yeah, thanks for the bits. Thank you.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Off the plate and low
20.
here, ball 1.
I have Brebbia, so let me think. Schwarber's up. I would pitch. Nah, I don't want to pitch Cecil against him, but I'm going to. And then I would swap and bring Brebbia in to face Bryant and Contreras. I'll throw Rosenthal up there too. Give myself options.
The 1-0 home is looked at
This
for ball number 2.
is why I want a 26-man roster. What I would do with this team, like in this game right now, is I would want another lefty, so I have 3 lefties in the pen. I mean, granted, I could get rid of one of these guys and have another lefty, but I'd rather have the extra bullpen arm to have a lefty. But I guess when you have 3 batter minimum, it doesn't really matter as much. But yeah, Jump, thanks for the bits.
Darvish delivers the 2-0. Hit hard back up the middle. Gregorius has it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Going on Darvish right now. This sucks.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That makes that Yachty RBI single really important.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
2 outs, he comes through with a big hit that gave us a 3rd run that we didn't think we were going to get.
Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have the calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here's Jed Jerko now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1.
That makes it a 2-2 count. I would have loved to have that.
3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire.
And
Ball
then Yachty's
2.
up next.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Just miss with 1. Let me crank 1. Double up the Salido up 2, so I have something to kind of
2-0 count.
work with.
Pitch. Line drive to center field. Happ is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look
we had
here at
3
our
hits in
game
the first
summary
inning.
through the first 6
Darvish
innings
has
so
given up
far.
1 hit through 5. A walk here and there, I think.
In now, Kyle Schwarber, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Lifted the other way.
And odds are we'll see Schwarber
center.
again. Oh my God, great job, Cecil.
Ozuna has to run away
Induce the double play.
To record the out. How about that? Here's Chris Bryant.
Get Rizzo out.
History with Brett Cecil. He's got 2 hits in 19 tries. He's taken him deep once.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get long.
John Brebbia takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it, but hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Now the 1-0 is a slider that misses below the zone.
Yes.
Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Darvish throws something that's clearly off the plate. That still gets called a strike. And that crosses the plate. It's in the strike zone, breaking out. And it never fully left the zone, but that's still a ball. Don't understand that. It doesn't make any logical sense, but whatever. No logical sense, but here we are.
As he rips it on the ground to second. The second for 1, on to first, and they turn another one. Their 4th of the afternoon, and the inning is over. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Cubs 2. Coming to the plate now.
Bullpen coming through big right now.
We might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least 1 more hitter.
Well, Matt, we'll see how this works out, but I think they figured with the righty coming up, it was worth sticking with him to keep the matchup advantage in their favor here.
He's set. Here it comes. Inside here with the
Man, that's a playoff shot. You better get your ass in there and take that hit.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there.
I don't care if it's 95. You take that on the back and trot your ass to first base, dude. It's the playoffs.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch. Here we go.
Ball and a strike. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose.
Thanks for the follow, Clayton.
Is a swinging strike as he couldn't check his swing. The 1-2 hit the other way out toward right field. Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away.
I'm gonna switch. You're gonna let Cano bat against Darvish. What you guys gonna do?
There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Kevin Segrist will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch.
Oh, no worries.
Chase Headley is also
No
in the ball
worries.
game and still hitting the number 8 spot here.
So welcome to the stream. You're coming out of stressful time. 3-2 game, bottom of the 7th. Opening game in the NLDS. So Jose Martinez will be the pinch hitter.
Cano waits on the first pitch. Right over the middle,
Pitcher I'm
knee
very
high.
familiar with as a
You
Cardinal
like the modern style
fan.
of baseball? Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens.
Well,
Let's see what
Darvish won't get the
matchups are
win,
going
so
to
at
take
least I know
place.
Cano waiting
that streak
on
can
the
stay
0-1.
alive.
Line
Now,
softly
let's
toward
go.
the hole.
Lefty,
And
lefty.
Cano, don't you know,
Who
is going to
cares?
reach. It's a base hit.
That's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
Jose Martinez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 38, Jose Martinez.
He hits lefties really well.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. 2 gone. Standing in, Tim.
I didn't think that was a bad pitch to swing up, so normally with a pincher I'll just take one pitch just because, but that's on me.
First pitch coming, here it is. And a breaking ball stays outside. Very
Alright,
tight
Bowman
ball
comes
game.
in to pitch the
3-2
eighth.
our score in inning number 7.
Oops. Right hit, or Contreras.
High in the air into shallow left center. Schwarber moving forward. He gets there to make the play, and that ends
Pops
the
up.
inning.
No,
Cards lead
7-8-9.
1, but they still lead it 3-2.
Switch. Pinch hit, so probably Almora, and then no Headley. Frick.
Matt Bowman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 67,
And then I have 2, 3, 4 in the bottom of the 8th. Let's just get through this inning anyway. 6 outs away from a win.
So striding in, Ian Happ, a hit in 2 tries so far.
And there's their pitcher spot. 5th. Bryant. Okay.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Interesting double switch there. Bryant has a 2-run home run
The 1-0
and a hit.
is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field, and we are tied again.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Here's Chase Headley. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
But it's a solo. Could have been worse. Could have
Ready
been a
with the
2-run.
0-1 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left.
Be grateful for that.
Over to his left on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Glorious.
Settling in now, Didi Gregorius. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning.
That hurts. Could it even take
First
long?
pitch of the at bat. Hit down the third baseline.
His second pitch in the game.
By Jerko. He's out.
Oh, nice play, Jed.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Javier Baez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out towards shallow right. Stanley waits on it, and that ends the inning. The Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. We're tied.
He always hits in the opposite field too.
Steve Cishek is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
I don't necessarily hit well against this guy, so that's not a good sign. I don't know, with the Nats game, he got blown up.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Trey Turner. We'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
Some playoff baseball. Alright, yep, like you said, Clayton, 0-0 game.
And now a pitch on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's
With
ball
the
1.
heart of my lineup up. We have no home runs, they have 2. That's not like us. We're 3rd in the league in home runs, 1st in the National League. The Yankees and Red Sox hit more. I'm sure that doesn't come out as a surprise.
2-0 now.
All we need is 1.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
Yeah, it's the 2nd season in franchise mode.
Popped him up. Therefore, it is Baez, and he's got it for the first down.
Hoping it would just drop.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Digging in once again, Matt Carpenter. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Again, the problem is Cano got a hit. It's the 8th inning, so think about this. Can't keep my fingers, like I can't keep it from moving. They were hitless through 4 innings. In 4 innings, they have 7 hits. I had 3 hits in the first. The next 6 innings, I have 2. Trending down, trending down. So that kind of sucks.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
Right here, he's
Silly
looking to get
people.
himself into a good hitter's count. So
All right, Carp.
he can take a rip and
I
maybe
need
give his
hits.
team the lead. He certainly has the power.
On the ground, a second for Baez. He's got it.
Yep, just needed the opportunity to get to the... I didn't want to stop the game for it.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung.
I actually need to... That's actually a good thing, though. 'Cause I need to pull up the thing on the side.
He also has 1 home run.
For... I don't have the options up on the side. It would have been easier that way.
Cishek's ready. Here's the first pitch.
There we go.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Because I could have just clicked the button. I didn't do too much work for that. I normally don't have it up. What did he throw? That threw me off slider. Okay.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Starts to go around. The home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds.
And the wind is blowing out to the left.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would
3.
be shocked
Try
if he
4.
went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking here.
2-2, here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Down in order go the Cardinals. No change in the score. It's 3-3.
2 hits in 7 innings.
Here's Jason Hayward now, and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the 9th. First pitch on its way. Now there's a swing by Hayward as he mashes this ball out to deep right field. It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the ninth. Santa Maria. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they've taken a one-run lead. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like
Fewest home runs allowed in the league, and we give up 3.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Fewest home runs.
Rizzo stands in now.
And we give up 3.
Fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Row, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come to the heart.
The problem, honestly, the problem are my bats. My bats went quiet. We had 3 hits and a walk in the first inning. And we have 2 hits as a team for the next 7. You're not going to win games like that unless you pitch perfect, and obviously that wasn't the case today.
Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there.
But this game's not over yet, so.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect the fastball. You have to look for
So got the home run leader coming up. I don't hit Morrow well though.
Albert Almora will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher.
And to think about it, they got rewarded for taking Chris Bryant out of the game. That's what makes me feel nauseous about this. You take Chris Bryant out the game. In no reason, in no situation can I imagine you take Chris Bryant out of the game, period. And they took him out of the game, and it ends up, they're going to end up not suffering because of it. That's disgusting.
Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And Carpenter will make the catch to retire the side.
Was it the first pitch of the inning to Hayward? Second pitch of the inning to Happ?
Last chance coming up here for the Redbirds. It's now 4-3 Chicago.
Your attention, please. Now
Safe
pitching for
situation
Chicago.
looming here, and they'll hand the
Number
ball
15.
off to the hard-throwing right-hander Brandon Morrow. Here's Marcelo Zuna. He's 0 for 2
Leading
thus
off the
far in
bottom
this
of the
one.
ninth, left fielder, Marcel Ozuna.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Fouled
I did not
away.
want to swing at that pitch. Couldn't hold back though.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Bowman, lowercase goat in this game.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, digging for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw, and not going to get him at third. He's in there with nobody out as the potential tying run.
I think most guys would probably end with a double in that situation. Leading off the inning and representing the tying run, but he was thinking 3 bags all the way. Now all they need is some good situational hitting to drive him home.
So stepping in, Jed Jerko, since he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
It jumps off the page. I mean, he found that power for it. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
The hell with that, I want to win. Walk it off, baby.
He's set and the pitch.
And he's a power pitcher. So he's going to face, like, this is my best chance. Dude had, what, 45, 46 home runs in the regular season? Oh, it'll come, Jazz.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
The dangerous part is if he gets walked.
Ground ball down the line, and it's a base hit, and we are tied here in the ninth.
Hero, talk about definition of clutch coming up in the ninth and delivering a game-tying RBI base hit.
Yeah, what a huge at-bat right there. As a former offensive player, these are the moments you live for. Runners in scoring position, bottom of the ninth inning, and you're able to come through for the team.
In 2 seasons, this is the first run that I have got off a Cubs closer. In 2 seasons, the first run I've got off a Cubs closer.
I mean, Yachty, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that.
And Cano is up next.
Evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Good point. Yep.
Hey, nice adjustment.
Maybe
right
Bryant
there.
makes that
Get
play.
on
We'll
top of
never
that
know
baseball
now.
and drive it to the corner. The first pitch, he obviously tried to overthrow.
We got to win it here. I'm not trying to face those bats.
The 1-1 pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
Cano is up next.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And a huge mistake, as that's going to move the winning run into scoring position.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so
I don't trust Yachty enough. Because I would bunt him over to third, but I don't trust Yachty enough.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first.
Cano.
And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive.
So do you want Cano to set up a double play?
Into the box now, Robinson Cano. And he might very well get 4 wide ones here to try to set up a double play ball that could still get him out of here tied. And it looks as though they're going to
If I felt confident as a bunting, I would totally suicide it here.
With one gone.
Now batting, Edgar Gomez.
I was calling Mr. Clutch.
Will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Dude has come up clutch for me so many times this season. He has come up clutch for me so many times this season.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
I thought they might.
Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away.
No. The only thing I gotta avoid a double play. Anything else, I guess I'd have to work with.
Ball 2. Now the 2-0. Fastball that just misses inside. Chisenhall, 30 years of age, was selected in the first round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Swing and a fly ball, and that should be deep enough to end it. He'll make the catch, but it ought to be academic now. And they will walk off with game 1 here at home.
Lonnie with the sack fly.
Man, the postseason always seems to deliver big moments, and this was no exception. A walk-off is the final at-bat ends it, and there's bedlam at home plate. Wow!
Heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
If it wasn't like 12:50 and my roommate was asleep, I would have. I'm not gonna lie, I would have yelled on the first ball. Would have yelled on the RBI by Jed. Probably would have yelled on the home run by Hayward too. The half one just like hurt. Man, what a freaking game. This is going to be a tough series. But the opening salvo fired by us. Jeez.
Dan Plezak and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
I'm just mentally like I'm drained. That game made me tired. I was already getting to that point. Man, Matt Bowman.
5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Cubs, 4 runs on 8 hits.
2 hits that inning.
They left 3 men on base.
A walk and a wild pitch.
3 hours and 21 minutes.
I'm just gonna watch this so I can see this later.
The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please.
This is how this started. An error on that avoids a double play. Bullpen comes through. Second pitch of the inning. Not Lions. Though, with Brebbia and Bowman, I have two-seam fastball, so I feel comfortable pitching a two-seamer against a lefty. I don't have a lot of options. That's the problem. And that's something I never was able to do in this franchise. Something in this franchise I was never able to do.